My in-laws, who are my husband's parents, refused me to marry their son for 365 days. That is a year. My husband, who was my boyfriend then, went to his parents, told them that he wanted to marry. I'm sure they asked him some questions. I don't know the answers that he gave or the questions that they asked. But from the onset, they refused. He came and told me, and he said they asked him to think about it. He took some time off, thought about it, went back. Again, they refused. They told him to go and pray about it. They were meeting his parents together with siblings at times. I think at times it was just him and his parents. He told me that his father was not all against the idea, but it was his mother who was really against the idea. Why, I don't know. There's there is tribe where he comes from. They've got the preference of a tribe that they would want their children to marry from, and it's something that has been happening in their tradition. And in some African cultures, it happens like that, where a certain tribe prefer to marry from a certain other tribe. So I think they thought I was from a certain tribe because I spoke that language, and I only spoke that language because I grew up in a certain area where that language is spoken. But I'm not originally from that tribe that they thought. I don't know if that's the reason they didn't want me to marry their son. I don't really know. So again, he went back. They kept on refusing. They would tell him, go and pray over it. Are you sure about this thing? Go and think through. So in the end, I was like, is it that they want God to tell him to say, no, that's not the woman you should marry? Or what kind of answer do they want from God? Because they kept on telling him, go and pray to God for God to guide you. So I got fed up. And at one point I said, you know what? I'm tired of this kind of rejection. And if your parents do not want us to marry, I can't force myself to marry you or be with you. I think let's just end this. So he begged me, said, no, they will come around. I'll keep on talking to them. They will come around. They will accept you. But a year of people just rejecting you, I think was too much. He went there 3, 4, 5 times, I think, just trying to talk to them, just trying to have them agree to the idea of him getting married to me. And for me, I think I even said, God, I think I've had enough of this, no more of this. Because every time he told me they've refused, I used to feel hurt. I was like, what is it that they don't like about me? What is wrong with me? What wrong have I done? And believe me, up to that time, I had not even met his parents physically or anywhere. Maybe they'd seen a picture of me, I don't know, but they just disliked me from the word go. So I said, okay, maybe let's just maybe pray over it, the two of us. Let's just pray so that we see how God will guide us. I was staying in one town, I was staying in another town. So we used to call each other in the evening. We would pray over it. But for me, I was ready to just walk away because it was too much. And if people were ready to change their minds, it could have happened already. But a year was just too long. So how they came to accept the whole idea, I think the influence came from the elder brother of the father. They had the meeting and he was present. I think whatever he said to them, whatever he told them, from that meeting, they accepted to say, we can go ahead. But today, I regret having ignored that red flag. I think the best would have been to let things be. Why do I say that? I don't think this family has fully accepted me. And I've reached a point where I've created a gap just to protect my own peace. I've created a gap between myself and this family. I've seen a lot, I've experienced a lot, and I had not been at peace. Like, I would always be frustrated at this. They would do this, I would be upset. They would do this, I would get frustrated. It was this or that getting on my nerves. So one day I told my husband to say, I think Let me just accept the fact that your family doesn't like me. I'm accepting it. I'm no longer going to be affected by any action that they will take. I'm not going to be affected because I've just fully accepted it and I'm going to live my life. I'm going to overlook whatever they might try to do to provoke me. I'm going to overlook because I need to live in peace. I need to be at peace. If I continue concentrating on the things that they are doing or trying to validate myself to be liked and it's never going to happen. Let me just accept the truth that is there and live with it. Because I thought when they agreed for us to get married, I thought maybe they've come around, they've accepted me, maybe they've loved me. I never really thought deeply about it, that that's sort of for them to agree for us to get married. Then it means they've accepted me. And I took it to say they've accepted me. I even tried to create a daughter mother-in-law relationship. I tried, I would do this, I would buy some things. As we are going to visit, I would buy things to take. I would do this, buy things that I can buy for my mother-in-law. I tried to create a relationship with my sister-in-law. I really tried. But you see the kind of response that you are getting, you see that it's not really welcome. Even when there are family functions, you see that you're not included in some things. You can tell by how people are acting to say you are not fully welcome. So for the sake of my own peace, for the sake of my own happiness, I just decided to accept everything. And when you're in a marriage where you know that this family doesn't like you, has not accepted you, you can never be fully happy. Because you're living with a person, I don't know what they talk about when they are together as a family. But whatever they may say, even my husband, I know, is affected by what happens. Because he loves me and this family doesn't love me. There's always that conflict. There'll always be that conflict. There'll always be that tension. They may say things that may hurt him. He may not tell me, but they may say things or act in a way that will hurt him. But again, because he loves his family too much, he's torn apart. He's torn apart. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do sometimes because he's also someone who fears his mother so much, he can't even stand up to his mother. He can't even stand up. And I'm the one who was always hurt in the end. I think for a marriage to really be happy, you need to have balance from my family, from his family, and from us. If someone asked me to say, should I go ahead and marry my partner, even when the family have not accepted me, I wouldn't advise anyone to go that route. Because definitely their marriage is going to be affected. They will not be 100% happy in that marriage. They will not be 100% happy. I am not 100% happy, and that's just the truth. I am not 100% happy. I am not 100% happy because sometimes I would even feel like maybe staying alone would be better than the way we are living. It's sad sometimes because when you get married to someone, it's a lifelong commitment. It's a lifelong commitment, and you need to enjoy your lives. You need to be happy. The love that you are sharing needs to bring happiness to both of you. It needs to bring happiness to your families. They might say a marriage is between two people, but the family has got a hand in the outcome of that marriage. You cannot prevent yourself from the effects of how the family thinks or how they treat you. You cannot avoid such. So this is my red flag number 2. I wish I had not ignored. I wish I had not gone ahead and put aside the fact that the family didn't want me, because the evidence was there. It's not something that was a rumor where people have welcomed you, they show that they've accepted you, and then behind your back they're saying they don't like you. No, this one was something that was so evident. They didn't want me. They even told him to say, we don't want you to marry that lady. Whatever words they were using, he was not really explaining to me the words they were using, but just said they've refused. For 1 whole year, they kept on refusing. So I shouldn't have overlooked this red flag because I think it has affected the way my marriage has turned out to be. It has really affected the way my marriage has turned out to be. I know it could have been different if everything else was different at the beginning. Even when they say the foundation of something is very important, I totally agree. Because when you build a marriage on such a foundation where the family has not accepted you, the family has not shown love to you, that foundation will live with you for the rest of your lives. I don't know how this part can be rectified, how we can restore our marriage, so that we can have happiness. Because sometimes you can feel that there's just something that is missing somewhere. And especially that his family is so demanding, his family is so controlling. They really want to be in your affairs. They really want to be in whatever you are doing. They really want to. I've tried to distance myself and be independent, but you can see that my partner is not independent. They is under control. You can tell. So I'll share with you in the next episode my red flag number 3, which I should not have ignored, but I did ignore, and the consequences have followed me. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.